That's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. 100-minute bag. That's a big number. Big numbers. Blue hunts. Whole team counting. That's a big number.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess.
No.
Someone tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest. So I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings. I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my best. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my best off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of a distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when I rest on the set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the London Monarchs and the Baltimore Ravens. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm here all day.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success. How about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Jackson. Buying time to his left. And incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Not today. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. Good thing. Here we go, 50, 50. Mike 50.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Goes right side.
Come on, that's Derwin James, bro.
He'll get this
Stop
one
that
down
shit,
near
bro.
the 20-yard line, just
Blows
shy of the
fucking
20.
back out. That's crazy.
good for
And he gave me the
28
fucking
yards.
hit stick animation. That way he on that shit.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Or hit stick fucking icon. That's bullshit.
Let's go! ATK, 50. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
19-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
We own them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 3. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Jackson from the shotgun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Mike 4. Hey, defense.
On 1st down, McFarland. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40. 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 84 yards. So that play flips the field right on its ear. Here's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Kill. Hey, exit. 54, Mike. Check. Watch 54. Ready?
From the gun, McBride. And it's caught. Touchdown. Hunter Henry there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Buddy up. You might 50. All you getting is head. All you getting is head.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Ready? 91. 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Henry.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Mike 50. Keep it up, defense. Check. Deuce.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Strong right. We got 4.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the defense. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They'll run on first down. McFarland, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
On 1st and 10, McBride complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, McMillan. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Alexander. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd and 10.
You're going to be mad when you put out the game, bro.
Come on, set. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
And an alley to run. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And to give this time to the tailback. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. On 2nd down now, McMillan, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Mike 50. Mike 50. Watch the run.
To throw on 3rd down, Jackson.
Come on, give me the fucking ball, Madden.
Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively.
Fucking bullshit.
But instead it just brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. On 1st down, McBride. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Go, go. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the twist, watch the twist. Hey, watch that. Check Mike, 54. Mike, 54. Hey, echo. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McBride, complete. It's Henry.
Give him easy, Henry.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
54. Mike 54. Better bring it. Shoot.
Looking to throw. McBride. And it's complete. Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
AP Gator. 54 Mike. 6 man. Check curls. Hey, watch that. Check Mike. Hey, orbit. 54. Ricky. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Rock it. Go.
Throwing on first down. McBride. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go, 50, 50, Mike 50. Here we go, G, get off the field. Echo, Mike 50.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Go. No. Check it.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This will be taken short.
Now, yeah. Keep that shit short again. Let's go.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive. At about the 37-yard line.
Ready, break.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Like shit.
Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
He got a bazooka.
First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And down right around the 37. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
From the gun, Jackson being chased out left. That is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. This is Cook. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Gotta get deep, but
Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
yeah. He just scored. I was winning.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On first down, McFarland. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
He's crossing. He's checking. Federal West. Check 13. Check 13. Get up. Ready.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tim Williams able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Watch the run. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4.
On 3rd down, McBride. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half
Can't
now. This is an
allocate
offense
pitches.
that
Brandon
continues to
Boykin
struggle
can.
to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the
you
punter
broke, bro.
some
This
love.
shit. How you go penalize me or penalize him and move the ball backwards? Oh wow! I get the ball at the 30.
Set, ready? 50, plant. 54, bravo.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Hey, watch that, watch that.
On 1st and 10, McBride. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a give right side. McFarland. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. What we got, what we got, what we got?
Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
To throw on 3rd down. McBride nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
"34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
Yeah, I would cut
And
in
what
too.
really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. And they're going to get him.
Yep.
He's taken down
I was like,
for a
if
sack.
you was there at the time, bro.
At the
But
47-yard line. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks.
I'm mad
If you're
my fucking
right-handed,
quarterback is playing
that's the
like
side
shit,
you don't
bro.
see
Shit.
quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
I guess he buckling under the pressure then, because
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Go. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Here's Jackson to throw on third down. Catches made.
You caught the
by
ball in
Marquise
front.
Brown.
Come on, dog.
Well,
This shit is getting out of
depend
hand.
on the spot, but it's not a very
Marquise
generous
is
one.
not
He looks
catching
to be
that ball,
about a
bro.
yard or so short.
But it's fourth down.
Yo, fucking receivers are catching everything, bro. And my fucking Keenan Allen, big ass.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
I don't know if I should.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close,
The
you've got to
fullback
feel
right
there's a
inside,
sense of
right?
urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Right back to him on first down. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
10-2 stop. Here we go. Check nickel. 2 jet bombers. 2 jet bombers. Check 15. Hey. High 7. Like 2.
To throw on second down. McBride, he'll take a shot, and this is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 36 yards on the play.
That could very well be a
I was waiting for the mistakes to get out of there. That's all I was waiting for.
That gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Hunter Henry, baby.
They come out with 1 back
Hey,
and 3
Trey.
tight ends. And the
Trey.
question now, how do they want to work the clock
Trey.
here on first and goal?
Let
A
Gabe
field
in,
goal
please.
would give them the late lead. They'll try to run this one in. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
They'll keep it on the
Wow,
ground.
come on, fellas.
And he's going to be brought down by the face
Come on,
mask. Here
fellas,
come
though,
the
that's-
flags. This is going to get him a
But
first
that,
down.
yeah, that was. But
Well,
dog,
when you're
that's
leading in
crazy.
fourth
How the
quarter,
fuck?
That's not the penalty you
My
want.
none of my linemen blocked me on that left side, bro. They
Discipline
literally
comes
ran
into
right past me.
question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Oh, okay.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
132 fighter. Hey, lock it. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and his guys are going to retake the lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Twisting away. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football?
Didn't get there. I knew exactly.
Defense take care of the offense.
Good play, man.
That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance.
You just held me a little bit too long with that fucking play action.
See if they can recoup.
Good ball. That was a good ball.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
You got me. That was a good play. I want to bail out, then you run it. So
a big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. They'll try the left side.
Yep.
McMillan, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Just sitting here where he's supposed to be.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. McMillan, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Check 4, check 4. Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Let him know, let him know.
Jackson on 3rd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Just glad he caught the ball.
8 yards there.
He did a possession catch just to keep his feet in. He would have stepped. He might have stepped out though had he not done it. So that's why I was saying. At least you lucky he caught it. Like if he wouldn't have done that, he probably wouldn't have. I'm being honest though. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here.
Ooh,
and he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Why the
He'll get
fuck
5 out of the
do they
scramble.
stand there, man? You're running. You're down. You're past the sticks already. The linebacker never came up.
When you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper
That shit
place
hurts the
on a
fuck
given
out of me,
play.
bro.
Looks like that discipline came
Like
through
there was nobody in his zone.
They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
On 2nd down, McMillan. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing.
You run out of time, so that means you want
once
the
again,
2.
they show passing
I
formation,
mean, you got to go for the touchdown.
Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Well, I'm saying, like, it took you so long to get down the field.
Before the 2-minute warning.
And the thing
Let's see
different,
if they
like,
do it anyway. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it.
Damn.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit And in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the whip. Wide, get wide.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
What? Like, how the hell it took that long? Like,
for a timeout, so they
but
must have
that's
not
fine.
been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run.
I wasn't paying
and just
attention.
lost track, and
I
it cost
picked the
him.
play like
Now they have
immediately. I don't
15
know
yards on
why.
this series after the
I
delay
didn't have
of
that much
game,
time.
1st and
That's cool.
15.
Let's see what you got. You draw Porker. Ready?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. A good comeback there after the penalty, 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, check 24, check 24.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland, 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Look, squeeze. Weapon. Get it.
Off the play fake. McBride. And he can't
I'll take
get
that.
a throw away. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed.
I was trying to throw the ball, but then I'm like, fuck it.
Let's
Like,
just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Michael Pilardi now.
Yeah, you were.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
I hope you hold on to the ball.
Nice job bringing that one back.
Back and hit it. Let's
14
go.
on the return. And that
Let's
will
go.
come the
Let's
offense
go.
as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense. To
Drop
go
back
through
under.
close
Oh,
sequences.
come on.
And this is what they
Come
work
on, Derwin.
every week.
You got to see that, baby.
Usually on a Friday, they go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What
Yeah,
are we
yeah,
going to
you're
do
right.
when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they
Come
have
on,
the
baby.
opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Check 55, come on.
It is what it is.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Jim. Shit. Undercross. Watching you by. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Jackson to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
Bro, your boys,
Now the
I
result
don't think got
here,
hands
pickup
of
of
fucking.
8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Like-
On 2nd down now. McMillan. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
This shit,
The Ravens going to
this
use
shit
the
ridiculous,
second
man.
of
Your
their
boys just got some
timeouts.
damn hands.
As they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check my 50. Come on, the ball. Tighten up. Hey, go.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And
No,
incomplete.
catch the
Dropped it in the
fucking
end
ball.
zone. These are the spots this stage
Nah,
of
it
the
should have
game
been
where
a
it pays
pick.
to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
No.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Go. Magic. Switch.
Throwing now is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right.
Good ass play.
He's Cullen at the 7. And he is into the end zone for a
Good play.
Baltimore touchdown.
I blitzed the one fucking play I blitzed, bro.
With time running out, as they are now an
That's
extra
fucking
point
crazy.
away
I'm
from
like,
perhaps stealing one.
That's
here in
crazy.
final
The
minute.
one fucking play,
Tucker
bro.
with the extra point, and that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
One fucking play. That's cool. It happens.
The offense now at the line, ready for their
I mean,
next
you
drive.
literally ran
So
a
you're
fucking
right there,
perfect
but
play for
obviously
that
the
shit.
clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Let's make these babies cry. Hey, Delta. Let's make these babies cry on the right now. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Go.
Back to throw.
Why didn't I throw the ball, bro?
And
That
he
is
goes down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to
bullshit.
go, they'll burn their final timeout.
That's bullshit,
9
man.
seconds left.
Fuck this game, bro. Like, that is such bullshit. Like, why the fuck would he hold the ball? You were like 3 yards away, bro. This shit. Whatever, man. Good game, man. This shit. This game be on some dumb shit.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mike 54. Mike 54. 3 bud. Right there. 54. Right there. Hey, you. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Pick it up.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Good game, man.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.